Thank you all for coming. If you'll join me in the presentation of the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Lexington Fire Department Honor Guard. I'd like to now ask Mayor Jim Gray to come forward.
Thanks, Joe. Before we start our ceremony this morning, I want to ask for a moment of silence for someone that was a part of this community, this fire community, for a long time. And that was firefighter Matt Logston. It was a year ago that Matt passed away, and everyone who knew him knew that he was remarkable. He loved his work, family, community, and he was respected by everyone. So I'd like everyone to take a moment of silence right now. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is a great morning to crowd the winner's circle. So many people in this room were a big part of the planning and the execution, the building of this facility. It's inspiring. It tells so much about our city. It's a great day for public safety in Lexington. I want to recognize council members, first starting with Vice Mayor Steve Kay, Fred Brown, Richard Maloney, Jennifer Scutchfield, Kathy Ploman, Kevin Stinnett, Bill Farmer, and James Brown, and Angela Evans. And I also want to welcome Brian Wood with BC Wood Properties, who helped us find this site. Brian, thank you. Yep, today we are officially opening the first new fire station built in Lexington since 2005. And this replacement for Fire Station 2, it was built first in 1953, 64 years ago. This new fire station is essential to meet the needs of our growing city. Station 2 is the busiest station in town. Public safety is our first priority. That means making sure that our firehouses meet the needs of the areas they serve. We're also making plans for a new station, an addition in Masterson Station. So there are a number of speakers today. I said earlier that this is a time that we're crowding the winner's circle. So I want to first recognize Public Safety Commissioner Ronnie Baston, who works with our fire department to plan for its future needs. Commissioner?
Thank you, Mayor Gray, and thank all of you for being here today. As I look out at the crowd, I see some folks who had a whole lot to do with this, that one person in particular is retired and came back for this, former Assistant Chief Otis Hoskins. Chief Hoskins, thanks for all you did to get us where we are on this project. As we prepare to cut the ribbon on this new state-of-the-art fire station, I'd like to thank the individuals who had the vision to make it happen, especially Mayor Jim Gray and our council members. And I'd like each of us to give them a round of applause. Today's opening is yet another example of this administration's commitment to public safety. Lexington Fire Department is also committed to excellence. Continuous improvements like the opening of this new Fire Station 2 are why earlier this year the Division of Fire and Emergency Services received the prestigious Class 1 ISO rating, placing our department among the top tier fire and EMS services in the country. The City of Lexington has some of the most professional firefighters in the country. As our city continues to grow and our fire department locations expand, our residents can feel confident that they will continue to get the high level of service that they're accustomed to. And now to all of our firefighters who are here today, thank you so much for all that you do to make our community what it is.
Next, I'm going to ask our fire chief, Kristen Chilton, to speak. Now, Kristen knows a lot about Station 2, and she knows a lot about the colorful past of Station 2, and I think she may be sharing a little bit of that with us today. Kristen.
Good morning, and I'm glad to see so many people here today. Thank you, Mayor Gray, Commissioner Benson, council members, and other distinguished guests today. And thank you, Chief Hoskins, for joining us today, because you were such a great asset for the station, and really we should have your name on the outside of the building, because this was kind of like your pet project. So thank you for being here today. We knew this day would be coming for a long time, and now that it's here, I couldn't be happier with the final outcome. So many people in this room have been instrumental in helping us get here. So thank you to Councilmember Stennett and Brian Wood for helping us acquire the land. Thank you to Mayor Gray and the council members for agreeing to fund this wonderful station. And thank you to the men and women on the department who have worked hard to maintain the old Station 2 while the new station was being built. And thank you for bringing in your trucks and your trailers and coming in on your days off to move into the new station. It's because of all of you and your commitment to the city that we are standing here today. It's hard to talk about the new Station 2 without also talking about the old Station 2. Before the city and the county departments merged in 1973, the old Station 2 served as a headquarters for the Fayette County Fire and Police Departments. After the merger, the building stayed with the fire department. Over the past 64 years, within the walls of that station, many important decisions were made. Careers began with great anticipation, and members retired after years of faithful service. Station 2 has become one of the busiest fire stations in the city of Lexington. Over time, though, it became apparent that changes would need to be made in order to provide the best service to the people of Fayette County. The merger of the city and county fire departments left Station 2 in close proximity to the old Station 8. As the city grew down the Winchester Road corridor, it was clear that the fire station would eventually need to be relocated in the same direction to cover its expanded area of responsibility. Added to the New Circle Road widening project, a growing fire department and an aging building, and it prompted us to purchase the land for the new station in 2008. The design process began in 2013, and the ground was broken in 2016. And now, here we stand today. The new Station 2 was built to commercial code, and unlike its predecessor, it is equipped with cutting-edge technology. The bay doors as you see here, are wired that connect to the living quarters of the station. If the bay doors are open, the access doors are automatically locked. If the doors are closed, then the access doors are automatically unlocked. So, and then at night, the dorm lights come on gradually in the middle of the night instead of all at one time. And then all of our appliances in the kitchen are all upgraded to commercial grade appliances. So like its predecessor, I know this building will serve this community really well. Inside these walls, many stories will be told at supper time. New recruits will begin their careers, and we will provide a better, more coverage to the citizens of Fayette County. So after 64 years of faithful service, it is time to retire the old Station 2 and open the new Station 2. I invite you to tour the station at the conclusion of the ceremony. It's truly remarkable. Thank you for everyone for making this possible.
Chief, thank you for those remarks and for your inspiring leadership of the department today. Now, earlier I said that we're crowding the winter circle today. A lot of council members had a part in this project. 4 council members are actually going to speak today. And first is Councilmember Bill Farmer. Station 2 serves some of the neighborhoods in his district, District 5. Councilmember Farmer.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. I think it's very apropos that we dedicate this on a rainy day. I just think the Lord looked down and said, you all take your time and be there and be present, and we are. Many thank yous have already been given to the people who richly deserve them. This station will serve people from Midland to Hamburg, all points in between. A lot of great neighborhoods, a lot of neighborhoods who will benefit from what I think is when you step back and you look at American society and what we revere, what we think of, what we prize, a fire station has got to be one of the top things. It's a place of safety, it's a place of security, it's a place where people are ready to risk their lives at literally a moment's notice. The honor of having that in the 5th District and so close to so many other districts is rare and prized by me. I know many happy occasions will happen here. Many lives will be saved, and Lexington will have a new center of opportunity because this station is here. So I can welcome you to the 5th District, but what this station does for Lexington is most important. Thank you all for being here.
And this station will also serve Councilmember James Brown's District 1. So Councilmember James Brown, if you'll come up now and share some thoughts with us, we'll appreciate it.
Good morning. I'm 1st District Councilman James Brown, not 8th District Councilman Fred Brown. He told me to clarify that. I'm excited to be here today as we cut the ribbon to Lexington's newest firehouse. I think today's event only reinforces the commitment of the mayor and the council to invest in public safety. And as our city continues to grow, I think it's important that we continue to give our well-trained firefighters and EMTs the tools and resources they need to reach every inch of Lexington. So I would like to thank Chief Chilton for her leadership. I would like to thank all the SOs in our Division of Fire for their service to our community, and to all the personnel that's going to be stationed at this location. At real estate closings, our famous last words are congratulations, and I hope you enjoy your new house. So thank you.
This station also serves Councilmember Angela Evans' district. So Councilmember Angela Evans. And while Angela's coming up, I want to recognize Councilmember Jennifer Masadi, who came in just as we started, but I didn't get to recognize her. Councilmember Evans.
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the residents of the 6th District, I want to thank every firefighter in Lexington for what you do, but specifically the firefighters of Fire Station 2. citizens who are here today, some of them, we truly do appreciate the work that you all do for the 6th District and in the 6th District. It is an end of an era for the 6th District and Firehouse too, but it's a long overdue end of an era. That station served you and us very well, but as Chief Chilton said, it's time for an upgrade. And this is a beautiful upgrade, and I'm excited for you all and excited that the facility will provide you all with not just more space and more comfort for your physical comfort as you're home away from home, but also a new space where you can work, you can study, you can train, and be even better firefighters than you all already are. So again, I'm excited. Citizens and residents of the 6th District are excited, and welcome home. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Evans. And Councilmember Amanda Bledsoe has also joined us. I believe we have a quorum for sure. We could start a council meeting right now. Thanks. Next is Councilmember Kevin Atlee. Kevin Stennett. Kevin Stennett, where is Kevin Stennett? Come on up here. Councilmember Stennett had a big part to play in this. He was a big advocate from the very beginning. Come on, Councilmember.
Thank you, Mayor. And just to go back a little bit, in 2007, I made a phone call to a landowner, Brian Wood. And I said, hey, we need a new fire station, and we need a new location for it. Can we have your lot here? And he looked at me and said, I don't know about have, but in the end, the appraisal came back $200,000, you remember this, more than what we paid for it. And he kept his word on a handshake. And that says a lot about the person he is, because most people would not do that when they know government is buying the property. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate your commitment to our city. I appreciate it. Now, I know all the men and women who are serving at Station 2 currently are going to miss some of the cool features about Station 2, like trying to get out of the bays during rush hour and go to a run, or that cave you have in the basement where you, I don't know what you do in there, but it's dark and the wooden doors, and then the pets. You have some pets around there that I think you'll kind of miss, but we won't tell them what kind they are, but this is a big upgrade to all those on a serious note. Thank you to the men and women who are serving now, but also to the men and women who got us here on the fire department. 2012, I see Chief Jordan over there, and Chief Hoskins cornered me and says, we got to get this Station 2 going. The mayor jumped on board, commissioners, council members really came up, stepped up, added more money to the project, and here we are today. So a big thank you to everyone, and it's a pleasure being a small part of this. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, thanks to everyone who's here today one more time. I want to recognize also there were a lot of folks involved in the planning on this project, and coming out of the construction and design business myself, it's always nice to have that recognition when you do a ribbon cutting. So let's give a big hand of applause to all the architects and the planners, the construction folks, our on-site representatives who helped get this project done. Let's give them a hand too. All right. Well, it looks like the program says the next thing we are to do is a ribbon cutting. And if somebody will tell me where we're going to do that, here we go. We're going to do it right here, Joe. All right. We're going to do it in front of the podium. So everybody needs to come up here, right? So everybody, let's move up. Come on, y'all. Everybody, come on up. Ready on the count of, okay, everybody ready? On the count of 3. Count of three. 1, 2,